Do you wonder about the difference between life coaching and therapy? I've watched other videos on this topic and I've felt that they were not concise. I felt that they were still using words that were not clear. So I've tried to make this very quick and to the point and obvious so that you can know for sure which one it is that you need to hire, or if you need to hire both. I've made other videos similar to this, but this one is more of a cutting down to the quick of what exactly a therapist does versus what exactly a life coach does. There is some overlap between the two, but I wanted to make it very clear that coaches do not pretend to be therapists, and also that we respect therapy and what they do for their clients. But if you're in therapy and you feel like you need that extra push, coaching is going to be what gets you over that hump that you're struggling with. Hey go-getters, my name is Michelle and I am the creator of The Best Part. I'm a personal development and mindset coach, and I teach women how to invest in themselves so that they can learn how to become the best version of themselves and go after their goals in life. I'm here to talk about, you guessed it, why you should hire a life coach. Why? Because let's be honest, nothing else has worked. And you're curious on what you might be missing out on. FOMO is real. Well, let's get started. First, I'm a coach, not a motivational speaker. I'm not here to provide a feel-good speech to make you think that you learned something and then feel good for a couple days but forget about it a whole week later. My job is to get you to feel motivated, yes, but it's also to get you a little bit uncomfortable, but to do it in a comfortable setting. My job is to challenge your current suppositions so much that you realize that you have to make an effort to grow, or you'll be stuck at odds with yourself. Chances are you're already at odds with yourself, right? I mean, you clicked on this video. So let's change that by offering more clarity on which choice is right for you. Now, here's the difference between coaching and therapy. Therapy and life coaching are both used to improve a person's well-being. Therapy focuses on mental health and emotional well-being. Therapists help clients by addressing and resolving deeply rooted psychological issues, traumas, mental health disorders, and emotional challenges. Their approach revolves around understanding and healing past experiences in order to help someone navigate their present circumstances. On the other hand, life coaching is centered around personal development and achieving goals. Life coaches like myself work with clients directly to help them identify their goals and aspirations, help them develop strategies and navigate obstacles, and also help them enhance their performance in various areas of their life. Contrary to therapy, life coaching is less about healing the past and more about crafting a desirable future. Although naturally the client's past and their personal beliefs are a topic for discussion. Now, there are differences in methods of a therapist versus a coach. So therapy and life coaching both aim to create individual growth and to improve personal well-being. Therapy uses different psychological theories and techniques, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, psychoanalysis, and humanistic approaches. In therapy, there's a focus on exploring the unconscious mind and past experiences and understanding emotional patterns. Life coaches use motivational techniques, goal setting, and strategic planning. Life coaches concentrate on harnessing strengths and skills to promote personal and professional development. Coaches do not address psychological issues like a therapist does. Instead, they help guide clients to realize their potential. If a coach notices that a client is struggling with some type of mental issue, a coach will recommend therapy for that client. It doesn't mean that they would need to stop coaching. It just means that therapy may be an additional advantage to that client. Now, there is a difference in education for a coach and for a therapist, and this is the one thing that people get hung up on when they are looking at coaches versus therapists. Therapists and life coaches differ significantly in their educational requirements and in their credentialing systems. Therapists need a degree in psychology, counseling, social work, or a related field, and a license to practice. Their training includes an extensive study of mental health disorders, therapeutic techniques, and clinical practice. The field of life coaching is very, very different. While many life coaches can become certified to prove their credibility and enhance their professional development, the framework for these certifications is completely different than the requirements for therapists. This distinction highlights the different foundations and approaches of these two professions. This distinction is also why life coaches are not qualified to be therapists and do not pretend to be. Life coaches are teachers and trainers who have specific expertise within their niche for one reason or another, and they have decided to make a living off of teaching others what they know because they've noticed the benefits of the knowledge that they've gained throughout their lifetime and throughout their careers. Think about it this way. If you go to college and you get a 4-year degree, did everything that you learned while you were taking that degree help set you up for everything that you needed to learn in the next job that you got? No, no, you don't learn everything and all the skills that you needed to know just by getting that 4-year degree. There's always another learning curve, always. And coaches fill in those gaps. There are hard skills, the technical, job-specific skills needed to do the work that you went to school for. And then there are soft skills, the type of skills that they don't teach at school, the type of skills that you may or may not have picked up on naturally from a parent or from a mentor or an employer, such as social abilities and behavioral attributes and speaking abilities. These are often the type of skills that coaches teach in addition to specific skills within their niche. Now for the duration and scope of therapy and life coaching. Therapy often involves long-term commitments. It can take years to delve deeply into personal issues. This is very common when dealing with significant mental health issues. Life coaching is generally a shorter-term contract with more specific goals in mind, or with the approach being to navigate life transitions. The coaching relationship might last from anywhere to just a few sessions to several months, although sometimes it can last up to a year or longer. But therapy, however, usually lasts 2 to 3 years, if not longer than that. So with all of that being said, have you given thought to hiring a coach before? There are so many coaches out there who focus on different aspects of their clients' needs. I've met with fitness coaches, I've met business coaches, I've met travel plan coaches, I've met pain management coaches, the list goes on and on. And all of those are so beneficial for people out there who struggle with those issues. My specialty is in mindset and personal development. If that's something that piques your interest, check out my website, which is linked in the description below. I also have a freebie called Craving Clarity that I am giving out the link for. If you follow me on Instagram, which I will also link in the description box down below, just send me a DM and I will shoot you the link for that freebie. Now, I hope this answered some of your questions about the differences between therapists and life coaching. I tried to make it as clear and concise as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Drop me a note down below, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one.